our biggest revenue for all of our teams comes through ticketing, through people in the stands, our fans in the stands. So I think we are open to exploring that. Now we have to put a business model in place. So if we moved it up a few weeks in June, what does that mean on the television front? Do we go head to head? Because the NHL obviously is going later into June with their playoffs and with their Stanley Cup. But does that have a better effect on the back end when the weather is tougher, clearly in the West and in the open stadiums? So we have to build the business case. We have to sit down with our media partners. We have to sit down with the leagues. We have to look at availability of stadiums. But what I'm saying is we're open to exploring it if it makes right sense on the business front.
Mark, you said the concussions were flat this year. Do you have numbers on how many concussions that is? And is there any kind of science that you're looking at, or is there anything that you know about whether this league's concussion rate is significantly different than that of the NFL?
I think we were 42 this year versus 43 last year. I think per capita, if you look at the number of players in our league and the number of plays, we're pretty flat and comparatively very similar to the NFL. I don't think there's any stats that show because of our bigger field, it changes the game. We don't have any research on that. But I think more important is our number of days, game day losses were up a little bit, but I think that's also to do with us having great protocols in place, assessments in place to make sure that players don't go back on the field if they have been concussed. So we're really focusing on the treatment of our players and getting them healthy before they go back on the field. And I have to wear many hats as commissioner, and I can't always make everyone happy. And as I think about this, I thought the most important thing as it comes to the draft is that we need to protect that relationship between the players and the coaches. Imagine in your newsroom, Terry, if your publisher said, okay, we're going to rank the top 20 reporters and we're going to figure out who we're going to protect. What type of tension would that create in the newsroom? I think it created a lot of tension. And I think that's my job. My job as commissioner is to protect the integrity of the game. There's going to be a lot of conversation on the afternoon of December 16th about those teams. Clearly, from a business perspective, would I like there to be more chatter, more discussion, more social media buzz about the draft going into it, and fans talk about who's protected, who's not. But at the end of the day, my hat is to protect the integrity of the game and that relationship with the players and the coaches. And I'm bending to the wishes, not bending, I'm agreeing with the wishes of our coaches and our players on that front.